Ready to guzzle or gag in the ultimate beer battle of tastes. Join us as we sip, savor, and sometimes spit our way through the world's most talked about brews. Let's get pouring and exploring.
Hey, I'm Jammer. This is Spit or Swallow Beer Reviews. Margaritaville Variety Pack Singles on the Go review. I'm doing Caribbean Fruit Punch this time. I did Pina Colada already, and for those who hadn't seen it, you should check it out. Just mix it in water, just like that. I got my little mixer here, so I'm going to mix it. Ooh, yeah, make sure it gets good mixed. Ooh, the smell of it, too. Nice fruit flavors. Citrusy, fruity. Uh-oh, is that going to be too full? All right, well. What I'll do is I'll taste it with alcohol and without. How's that? That'll be a switch on the way I did it last time. All right. So. This almost reminds me of Hawaiian Punch. Although not as red, but the flavor pretty close to it, except it maybe a little bit more citrus. All right, I just poured a bunch of rum in that. I'm using Hammock Bay, not Margaritaville or any other spiced rum. Hammock Bay spiced rum has flavors of vanilla, clove, cinnamon. But all right, so the colors, it's more orange than anything, you know? And the ice quickly melted from all this. Anyway, let me dive in with this alcohol. Yeah, see, now that, to me, makes the drink. The drink was fine before. It almost tasted like Hawaiian Punch. But now, this is what really makes it. Adding the alcohol to it. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more, because I think it adds to it. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely adds to it. Now this flavor to me, Caribbean Fruit Punch, to me, it's got some that I would consider a fruit punch. Citrus, maybe some guava, some pineapple, some passion fruit, maybe. I don't know. Mix it all in there. This one has citrus. It almost has, like, to me, some berry flavors. But definitely citrus. Maybe even cherry in there. Great mixed drink if you really get down to it. Adding alcohol to it makes it a great mixed drink. Easy. Yeah, you can't beat that. Now, granted, some of the things I read about this stuff. All right, so 5 calories per serving on this one. And the Caribbean one has citric acid, natural and artificial flavors. Salt, maltodextrin, aspartame again. Something I don't like. And then they got some of the other stuff like cellulose gum, aspartame, potassium, magnesium oxide, red 6 and red 40 and yellow 6 colors. The artificial colors, the artificial flavors, even the natural flavors. I mean, that's 3,000 different flavors that it could possibly be. Chemicals, I mean. making up the flavors. I think you could probably do it with real stuff. Maybe not as cheap, but you definitely could do it with real stuff in a powder form. Because some of this messes with your stomach and causes gastrointestinal issues and flatulations and stuff like that. So here you are having a wonderful time on the beach. You're drinking your Margaritaville. Oh, actually, let's put it in a more of a actual setting that it will probably be. You're going to the office or to work, and you're adding your Margaritaville Singles To Go to your bottled water or your tumbler of water, and you're drinking it. And so what happens while you're at work, you get flatulence. And while you're at work, your stomach's rumbling, wanting you to rush to the bathroom and everything. And then, you have all these issues. Not a pleasant sight. Nothing you want to do when you're at work. Personally, I think it's great if you go to work and get paid to take a crap. That's a good thing. But I digress. Shag Dog had some issues the other day. Oh, let me focus on this drink and give you my grade. The Caribbean Fruit Punch. I give it a straight up C. A straight up C. I think it's good. I think most people would enjoy it. It's vibrant, flavorful, and refreshing. So yeah, a C and a swallow and a quarter. All right, so Shag Dog had some issues the other day. I wasn't around to be able to talk them down. And that was with tequila. Now, tequila is an odd drink because so many people talk about how they act with tequila. And it's kind of weird, Me, it's not been so much with tequila. Vodka, I remember a couple of times with vodka that I had some rough experiences. One was I was drinking dirty martinis with a friend, and we had drank one pitcher and made another pitcher of these dirty martinis. And we were only going to drink maybe one or two more of that pitcher. And man, I remember I got home and crashed. And the next day I was talking to my friend, and he said, "Hey, do you realize we drank that whole second pitcher on top of the first pitcher?" And I'm talking about a big pitcher. I mean, it was a big pitcher of dirty martinis. I said, "No, I didn't realize it." And the funny thing is, I woke up and I wasn't really hungover, but I woke up and I was like, "Where am I? Where am I?" I don't remember getting home, and I don't remember crashing. All I remember is at that time I was. I had gotten to the place. I remember walking down the hall to the bedroom. That's all I remember from that. And then I was at a reunion. No, I was at a wedding. At a wedding where we were having lemon drops. And every time, you clink on the, what you call it, the bride and groom was supposed to kiss and everything like that. And so we were clanking on that, and we were drinking our lemon drops. And I really got into these lemon drops, and I really drank them. And I drank so much of. I was with. Okay, this is the funny story, and in one way, and in another way, it's not. But I was there with my ex girlfriend at the time. My ex-girlfriend was friends with the people, and we had said that we would go to their wedding when we got the invitation. And so we went together to the wedding. And we drove in her car. She drove. And so I'm drinking all these lemon drops, and I'm just like, I'm filming everything. This is the funny part. I'm filming the wedding. And I'm doing, filming, I'm zooming in on these girls' cleavage and their butts and stuff and everything like that. I'm not doing a very good job, although my friend really enjoyed the video. Because in the beginning it was all straight-laced, and then it just slowly went downhill from that point. Anyway, I drank all these lemon drops, and I remember getting into her car, and we were getting ready, or actually driving, and I remember I got sick, and I threw up in her car. So here I am with my ex-girlfriend, and I threw up in her car. I can't help it. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. And also, I was very upset with the fact that I threw up in her car. Because I really didn't. She was a good girl. And it just didn't, we drifted apart and everything. But in some ways, I'm like, yeah. And in other ways, I'm like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, well. Such is life. You have mixed feelings about everything you do in life, right? So anyway, Shag Dog, whenever he drinks tequila, he gets misty-eyed about and gets deeply contemplative and so forth. So I wasn't around to talk him down. I think he said Jeff G did it, which is good. Shout out to him for helping my friend out. Yeah, one of our friends had passed away, and they had the remembrance the other day. And it was sad, but also happy. All the people he touched in such a positive way. Yeah. Oh golly. That's not a man. Hope we don't get banged by that one. That's right. Anyway. Caribbean fruit punch. Singles on the go. Man. Yeah. I think I might do one more drink. Might do one more drink. What time is it? Yeah, might do one more drink. Got plenty of time here. All right. Yeah, so if you try these out and let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the Caribbean fruit punch. Margaritaville's Singles on the Go. And the other video was the pina colada. Let us know what about that one too. About $14 a box, 40 servings. As a mixer, I think it works out. I haven't really sat down and figured it out for the cost. But I think it works out because you're not having to buy a bottle of something and then holding on to it and putting it in the fridge and using it all up before so many days when it's going to supposedly go bad. So, anyway, I digress, as Shagdog would say. Thanks for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and share, and tinkle that bell. Hey, I'm going to be back for at least one more thing. I think it's going to be a surprise drink for y'all. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and hopefully I will too. All right. Take care until we meet again shortly. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer. See you on the next one. Hey, join Shagdog and Jammer on the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Woo!